Let's see. Let's see if I can get this position right. All right, y'all hold tight. Had to these lists, man. The key thing for you gentlemen out there. Don't be walking around here with no crusty lips, man. That stuff is not. It is not cool whatsoever. All right, so welcome to another live here with J Knows Credit. It's me again, your favorite guy in the hoodie. I'm not wearing a hoodie right now. Wearing this nice off-white today on the sweater. Okay, and my frames, of course, they don't have any glasses in them. Before anybody says anything, I can see fine, so I don't need glasses, and I just like the look. All right, so Big O, what up? What up? What up? Appreciate you subscribing and following me. I have a video dropping tonight, probably, because it probably dropped tonight for the West Coast. For the East Coast, it'll drop, um, tomorrow morning. All right, but I want to talk about 20 things real quick, okay? And all these things are not credit related, but they matter to me, so I just want to share them with you, okay? So, 20 reasons why I want you to have wealth, okay? Not just a good credit score. A lot of people who are in this niche, credit, or who are in any niche, whether they're an entertainer, whether they are an athlete, anybody who has any type of wealth or riches, okay? Because everybody's not wealthy.
Rich. I am not wealthy. Right now, I'm just what you call rich. Um, of course, I'm trying to reach the wealth. But let me tell you why I want everyone watching this right now to have wealth and riches, whichever one you think of. What do you think is riches or whatever, whichever one you want, I want you to have it. Okay. Now, a lot of people will say, well, Jay, why do you want me to have it? How does it benefit you? Um, the reality is it may not benefit me at all, but it could benefit my kids. It could benefit my kids' kids. It could benefit my kids' kids' kids, based on the wealth that you build right now. The riches that you build right now is what's going to really change the world. All right. If you like, I don't know if you watched me long enough, you should know the way I operate, the way my heart operates. I don't talk just to be talking. I don't talk just for you to send me some money for credit repair. I don't talk like that. I talk because I want to empower you. I want to give you some knowledge. I want you to have something to take with you when you're done with a live from me. I want you to watch a live from me and leave the live feeling like you got something, feeling like you learned something, feeling like you got something to take and go apply, or giving you some food for thought, not just selling you on something that you may or you may not need. Okay, so this isn't a sales pitch of any kind. This is just me wanting you to be in a better position financially. If you're not, you may be watching this and already in a great financial situation. But if you are watching this and you're already in a great situation financially, who are you helping? And then when I say helping, I don't mean giving to a charity where 90% of the money ain't even going to the people you're trying to give charity to. I'm talking about, you know, are you helping empower another person to get wealth? Are you helping another person get the riches that you got? Are you helping another person, giving them some keys? Whether you're selling it or not, doesn't matter. But do you have it available for a person to reach out to you for you to give them some game?
Are you helping the next man? That's what it's really about. If you're not really helping the next person, I don't give a crap about what you got, because you're not somebody who's looked up to at that point. You become the target at that point. All right. So you can make a lot of money, and there's a lot of people who want to get you because you're not helping anybody else. You are a target with a lot of money. It's only a matter of time before somebody gets you, just because you don't want to help anybody. You're selfish. All right? But let's get back to these 20 things. Okay? So, number one thing is you have to try. Number one, you've got to try something. You've heard an opportunity. Somebody told you to buy some gold, some silver, some palladium, some Bitcoin, some minor cryptocurrencies, some stocks, some stock investments, some Forex. They told you to flip cars. They told you that you need to buy these rookie baseball cards and flip those. They told you, somebody told you, or you read somewhere, you need to sell plates at the back of your house. You need to, buy some clothes and flip clothes, or shoes and sell shoes, or fix iPhones, or do Uber for. It doesn't matter what it is, but you've got to try to get yourself in a better position. If you're not willing to try for yourself, you can't expect anybody else on the planet to try with you. You can't expect your mama and your cousins or your friends or people that you look up to just give you something, and you're not trying yourself to get in the position to get it for yourself. You know, it's like sitting by the water waiting for somebody to put you in the water. You know what I mean? That's from the Bible. Like, people will literally sit by an opportunity. They'll sit by wealth. A lot of y'all might got people or friends or whatever who are in a better position than you, but because of the way your mind might work, you might think that maybe you'll feel less than if you ask that person for help. You ask that person for assistance. You ask that person, hey, how the hell did you get to this position? And how can I get there too? Not just give me some money, not just begging, not just being around them and not gleaning off of the information and knowledge that they have. You're just there, just to say, that's my friend. Well, if that's your friend, then how come they're not helping you? Is it because you're not wanting the help? Or is it because they refuse to help you? A lot of times, it's the first thing. A lot of times, it's you not really reaching out to that person saying, hey, I don't want your money. I want to know how you got the money so that I can go over here and do the work to get the money too. All right? So, number one, you got to try. Number two, you got to invest. You have to invest. You have to put money somewhere to get money in return. If you're not investing in something, like you got to invest the time with some books. Maybe you don't have a lot of money, but you got time. A lot of people had time in 2020 to do a lot of research, a lot of business development, a lot of even watching YouTube videos. But they decided to use that time just to scroll on Facebook or to scroll on Instagram or just to sit there and be miserable, in their own homes, or sit outside on the porch and just smoke all day, or just drink all day, drink all the problems away, instead of using the time to cultivate their knowledge. So you've got to invest. That can be time or money. You have to invest if you want to get a return. All right? Number three, you've got to be willing to be coachable. You got to be willing to let somebody tell you what you need to do. Because there are a lot of people who are like, yo, you ain't going to tell me nothing about nothing. Or the people who even ask me for advice on something, but try to talk over me when I'm talking, but you want my advice. You got to look at how you're accepting advice. How are you accepting knowledge? How are you accepting getting to that next level? Are you really listening? Or are you trying to impress the person you're talking to? You trying to impress them? For what? They already there. Oh man, I've been doing this. Oh yeah, I've been doing that for a long time. Look, that is not your time. It's your time to take notes. It's your time to sit there and listen and show them you're listening, and then going and taking what you're getting from that person. Okay, which brings me to number 4, is actually applying. There's no point in watching YouTube, scrolling through different quotes on Google, seeing all of these people do all these things with money, and you not apply or read books. You got all you've read Rich Dad Poor Dad. You've read The Secret Millionaire. You've read How to Be a Millionaire. You read Why We Want You to Be Rich. You've read The Secrets. You've read Millionaire X. You've read all these books and stuff, right? But what are you applying? You're not applying any of those books. You're just reading them. You're just watching YouTube just to watch it. You're not applying any of it. Like, you go buy a course for some knowledge and you don't even use the course. You don't watch the course. You haven't completed the course yet. Like, what are you waiting on? You've already invested your money in it. Like, so there's no point in getting and not getting an understanding. A lot of people are getting a lot. They don't understand that you have to apply it. You've got to have the understanding that, like, I've got it now. What the hell am I going to do with it? You've got a cell phone. You've got information. You're in an information age. What are you doing with the information you're getting? It's very easy to point fingers at what, you don't have for whatever reason, but most of my watchers here are watching from America. You're in America right now. You've got nothing but opportunity. I don't care what neighborhood you live in. I don't care if you just got out of prison. You're sitting on money. You're sitting on money just being in position of America. But you have to, like, really apply to such. I'm getting frustrated just thinking about it. Okay, you've got a cell phone. You've got access to millions and billions of dollars where you can just Google search something and find it. You can Google search something and find it for the most part. It might take you a couple of days, a couple of hours, but you can find it. But people rather only do things, if it's not social media or if it's not video games or if it's not texting about BS or whatever like that, nobody has the attention span that I've seen to where they are actually saying, okay, I'm in this position. I want to be in that position. I'm going to go and take my Android, take my iPhone that I'm spending $30 a month for with Cricket. I got a free phone, something like that. I'm going to take this phone with the cracked screen. I'm going to get all the knowledge I can out of this phone because it's got internet. I can go get Wi-Fi at Sheetz or Wi-Fi at Wawa or Wi-Fi at Panera Bread or Wi-Fi at a bookstore, a Books A Million, wherever. Even if I don't have enough money to afford Wi-Fi, I can find Wi-Fi for free, and I can research things I need to research to get me in a better position. I like people like that who are not looking at, okay, I'm in a bad situation. I need somebody to just give me a better one. Like, no, I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to do the research. I'm going to do the work to get myself in a better position. Okay, let's even make it with credit. I've got bad credit. Okay, I want to fix my credit, but I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing any steps to get my credit better. I'm not paying my bills on time. Still, okay, I don't have enough money. I'm not doing things right now to get me more money. The job pays you X amount of dollars for doing X amount of work. If you keep doing that same work, you keep getting the same money. There's no surprises when you get your paycheck at your job. There's no surprises that you don't have no money left after you pay your bills. You shouldn't be surprised by that if you don't have money left. You should already know before your check comes, you got a week in the hole, 2 weeks in the hole. You know what your check's going to look like before you get it. There's no surprises there. You should know that. There should be no reason why you should still be late on payments if you know I ain't got enough money. My Ninja, get in your car and Uber. Get in your car and Lyft. Get in your Uber Eats. You ain't got a new enough car. You need to borrow somebody's car and drive their car while they're not working. While they're not working, if you got a good relationship with, while they're not working or while they're asleep. If they say, look, you can drive my car from 1 a.m. to 5 a.m. because at 6 a.m. I got to go to work. Cool. Get your butt up. I don't care if you work 8, 10 hours. Get your butt up. 1 o'clock in the morning to 5 o'clock in the morning. You'll be driving, doing Uber routes to the airport or something. If you say you want what you say you want, you got to be willing to apply, not just get. All right. The next thing, which I think I'm on number 4. The next thing you have to do, you have to be willing to take your application of what you applied, and you got to research what you're doing and see if it's working. It's like, okay, I'm doing this. I've been doing this now for a week, 2 weeks, a month, 2 months. You got to be willing to evaluate it and say, okay, I'm doing this right now. Is it getting me where I need to be? Okay? Or is it getting me further along than where I am? If it is getting me further along, number 5, okay. If it is getting me further along than where I am, then I'm going to have to keep doing that, or I gotta scale it up. You gotta, if it's getting you where you need to go, you gotta say, okay, how can I scale this up for it to move even faster, if that's possible. If it's not getting you where you need to be, then you should be like, okay, well, what can I change about what I'm doing to make it where I'm getting better results? And step back. You got to step back and look at, okay, I've done this, I've done that, I wrote this down, I applied this, I called that person. You know what I mean? What am I doing? Why aren't I getting the results I need to be getting? Take that information and do what you will with it to get you to a better place. That is what a lot of people don't do. They start doing the same exact thing repetitively, trying to get a different result from it, knowing that the results they're already getting is basically nothing. That is insanity at its best. Keep doing that repetitive thing, getting the same result, but you're wanting a different one. It don't make sense. If it ain't working now, it ain't gonna work. If you haven't seen progression, doesn't mean just because you don't get exactly what you want to see doesn't mean it's not working either. Okay, let me make that clear. You're gonna have to see, okay, is it progressing? If it's not progressing as fast, then you just got to ramp up your activity. But if you are not getting anything, and it's been like weeks and weeks and months, based on what you're doing, okay, you should know how fast you should see some results. At least just results. So if you're not seeing any, then there's a problem. Even here at J Knows Credit, we look at, okay, we did some things in 2020, and then things started to kind of go back, like they weren't working as well. So we had to evaluate even over here. Like, no matter how high you get, you always have to know, okay, I have to innovate. That is why a lot of companies in 2020 closed, because they didn't want to innovate or change, or or they thought it was a game. They thought the virus was a problem, so a minor problem. So they say, okay, we'll just wait it out, and that turned into going bankrupt because they weren't willing to innovate and change and do something different to still bring in that bag, to bring in that money. Okay, so but even with here, we had to change some things that we were doing because we saw some things weren't working, or the credit bureaus weren't responding, or the credit bureaus weren't giving the same leniency that they were giving with something that we were doing. Okay, so we had to change some things. You have to do the same exact thing when you are looking at whatever that goal is. You might want to be a dancer. You might want to be a singer. You might want to be, a truck driver with a fleet of 20 or 50 trucks. You might be on the road right now driving your truck, and you're like, man, I wish I had people driving for me so I ain't got to do this crap. I want to be a dispatcher. I just want to collect the check, But if you're always driving and you're never applying anything that gets you out of that driver's seat to where you can just oversee some stuff, then you're just talking. You're just wishing, And that brings me to, I think I'm on number 6, okay? You have to have a vision. Gotta have a vision. If you don't know where you're going, you're already there. If you didn't have any goals today, you already hit them all. You hit every goal because you ain't have none. So you winning today. You're winning. If you didn't have no goals for today to get done, you hit them all. If you had a goal to take out the trash and you took the trash out, you hit your goals. Okay? So you got to set goals. Right vision, set goals. And you got to set small goals. Not just, I want to make $1 million. Okay? What do you have to do to get to the million? How many sales you got to get? How many fish plates you got to sell to get your million? If you're selling fish plates. You know what I mean? Can you sell fish plates and sell frames? You know, how many frames you got to sell? If these frames cost $2, how many frames you got to sell? You got to sell 500,000. You got to have that vision. If you don't know how to get to that wealthy or rich place that you want to get to, even if that place is peace, I just want to have more peace in my life. Okay? How do I get more? Why don't I have peace now? What's causing me to not be at peace right now? Is it people at my job getting on my nerves? Is it racist people around? Is it social media just making things toxic for me every time I open up social media? Like, what is it? You got to evaluate it. You got to have a goal to know where you're going. Point blank period in everything, but especially when it comes to hitting financial goals. You got to have that, written down. Okay, I see you, Ashley. I know you're taking notes. Okay, but and these are not in no particular, order right now. I'm really just giving a lot of points, and there's a whole lot more than 20 things. It'd be 100 things you can do. Okay, but I just want to drop a few things for you all that might get one person watching this, just one. I don't, see, we got 20. If one person takes what I'm saying to heart and they find their peace, their wealth, whatever like that, I am doing a good service. Okay, so getting back to the wealth, getting back to reaching the money. Why do I want you to have more wealth? How is you being wealthy going to affect my kids? How is that going to affect my kids? How is that going to affect me? Okay. Excuse me. And this goes a lot for my people of color. If you're not a person of color, this is not a hate message. This is not a I'm not talking to you type thing. Because you can not be of color and still want to have wealth. Okay, so that's not my basis here. It's not a racist thing. Okay, but I will say for the majority, there is a larger majority of white people who have wealth, and there's a smaller majority of black people that have wealth. So I am speaking a lot to my own people. I hope that's not offensive to you all who may be watching this who are not of color. Okay, but I am speaking very, very heavily to my people of color as well. Why do I want you to have more money? I need you to have more wealth, more power. I need you to have better credit, because if you do, we can affect real change in America and in the world. If you don't have wealth, nobody's going to listen to nothing you say. And what I mean by that, I am talking about these people in power. There's people in power that if you don't have money, you can't even be in the same room with them. You can't go to a mansion party if you don't know anybody at the mansion. You can't go to a black tie event if you know anybody who's throwing one. You can't go to an art auction where the auction is starting off at $100,000 for one picture if you don't even have a net worth of $100,000. You know, you can't rub shoulders with people in Congress, you know, if you ain't got if you don't have no connects with them or reason to be around them. You know, a lot of higher people hang with higher people. This is why you see entertainers and people like who rap, people who play sports and all that, um, people who act in movies. A lot of them are in the same rooms. They're rubbing shoulders. They're having sex. They're getting married, having kids. They're investing together. They're uh, at parties together. Why? Why aren't you there? Why did they invite you? Because you ain't got no money. So you can't be in those circles without it. If you're in those circles with those people, you've got some influence with some people. You know some judges. You know all these lawyers. You know congressmen. You know Republicans. You know Democrats who are in very high places who can make change, that you can lobby. You can raise money to um, elect an official in office that looks like you, that is doing things to help you in your life, doing things that's helping you and your family, uh, changing policies that matter to you, you know, really doing things to get change in our community, to bring wealth to our neighborhoods, to bring knowledge, you know, not just a playground, not just a YMCA, you know, but an economic center, a place for people to learn how to day trade, a place for people to even understand wealth or understand how money works, period. A place where a person can even learn the laws of the land, because we come here and don't even, we're born here and there's no classes on what all the laws are unless you're going to school to be a lawyer. But you're supposed to abide by all the laws. Well, who's teaching us the laws? You know what I'm saying? Like, where are we supposed to learn these? Like, having the money that I want you to have, whatever the money that is for you, you have your own goals, but I want you to have it. Whatever that financial goal is, I want you to have it, because it's going to help the whole entire nation. I don't think small. I don't think about what's just going to help me in my life. I don't think about just my personal pocket. I'm trying to think about my people as a whole. I'm thinking about the world when I'm not even here no more. That's what I'm thinking about. I'm thinking future. You always got to be thinking future. It's got to be bigger than you. And that's another thing. Going into, I think, number 7. You have to know why. Okay? You want to have this wealth. Why? What's the reason? Why do you want it? If you want to say, I just want to be rich, so I can just be rich. That ain't big enough. That ain't big enough. There's a lot of people right now who want to have money and they ain't got it. There's a lot of graveyards right now, the people who want the same money you wanted, and they died before they got it. So nothing is owed to you. Nothing is just going to just come to you just because you want it. You got to know your why, and your why has to be bigger than just your own personal gain. Your why has to be bigger than you. It just can't be, I'm sad. There are people in Africa right now who died today, a lot of them, who died today, who had a lot of goals and a lot of dreams, and you think because you're in America, you're just supposed to get it because you sad? You're just supposed to get it? You're just supposed to have it? You got people killing themselves because they ain't got it. And people live their whole life with leprosy and all types of stuff and die broke. But they're a lot happier than people who are here. And they're just depressed because they don't have something that a third world country, which they had 90% of what they have right now. You know, but you've got to have a why. You've got to know it. You got to have it written down, and you got to speak it. You got to know. You got to. If it's your kids having more than what you had, if it's, you know, being able to help 1,000 families who are in need, or it's got to be bigger than you, though. You got to know that God knows your heart, whatever you believe in, the universe or whatever. It knows. It knows what you want, and it knows if you're authentic or not. So you have to truly know and actually really care about more than just your damn self. You got to care about more than that. How many people do you want to hire at your company? How many families are you going to help feed because of what you started doing as of today? You know, my goal is to feed 1 million families. That's my goal. That's one goal. I want to feed 1 million families. Another goal, I want to teach and I want to have centers of education for young black kids to learn how to day trade. And people come in and donate computers. I donate computers and teach them how they can make money day trading, stock trading, forex trading, penny trading, and they can actually make enough money in the 5th grade and make enough money to pay their mama's rent. Like, that's the type of stuff that I'm on. What's your vision look like? Who are you helping? How are you affecting change? Or is it all about you? I think I did number 7 if I'm not mistaken. But number 8. So talked about that. Let's see. What did I leave out? Here's what I left out. Environment. You cannot be in the same environment that you're currently in that's keeping you stuck. If your environment right now isn't conducive to what you want to see, you have to remove yourself from that environment. Or you got to have a place where you can at least separate yourself and go to a different environment. That way you can actually grow. Because there's a lot of crops out here that people are planting in their backyard, and they planting it around weeds and dirt and all that is not conducive for that plant to grow. Same thing goes with people. If you're in certain rooms and circles and everybody is always negative and nobody's talking about wealth or attaining wealth or getting wealthy or making money or coming together and buying some homes and coming together and building companies, if you don't have those type of conversations in your life right now, that doesn't mean that that person is bad or whatever like that. That's not what that means. But you got to learn that, hey, you're in a different season in your life, and when you talk to those people, they should only get maybe an hour of your time. You need to spend more time around things that give you the energy. It gives you, like, it's like when they say iron sharpens iron, like that's some real stuff. You got to get around people who are where you want to be, or they have something that you want. But it's not a jealousy thing. It's not a envious thing. It's just like, yo, if I'm around you long enough, if I rub shoulders with you, if I eat with you long enough, if I talk to you long enough, I'm gonna get enough keys or whatever that's gonna rub off on me. I'm gonna get my mind in a better state to where I'm able to actually attract what I want to see. Because people I was around, I couldn't attract it because they were blocking it. I couldn't even see it. Like, they weren't helping my vision at all. They were only keeping me where I am. There are a lot of people I talk to right now that I only talk to them based on where they are because they can't see me where I am. We don't talk no more than just where we are. And that's fine. But that's not where all my time lies. Majority of my time lies with people who make more money than me, way more money than me. Or I read books about people that make more money than me. Or I watch videos on YouTube about people that make way more money than me. because I need to get my eye gates and my ear gates around that. I need to feel that energy. I need to know that it's possible. I rode on a $30 million boat. A $30 million boat. I'm like, folks got $30 million just to be on a boat? I gotta get around that kind of energy. I'm feeling like, yo, where's my boat? I need a boat. Look, hey, my ninja, you need a boat. Don't you want to? I'm talking about a yacht. I need a yacht. I need a $20 million yacht. I need to have beds. I need some extra like wood flown in from Italy to be on the dash and stuff. I need all that. I need custom buttons that pull out wine glasses. Why not? You know. Then you got people who've got they might have 2 or 3 cars. They got a yacht and a camper. And the camper is like $300,000. A $300,000 camper decked out. And you like, yo, people got $300,000 to fill in a camper? Can you believe that? But see, if you're not around that, it seems foreign. Like right now, I'm just like, yo, people got boats like that. But if you're a person who already has a boat, all your friends probably got boats. You know what I mean? Like it's just like, yo, if you smoke, you might smoke cigarettes or whatever. You probably found a lot of people who smoke cigarettes. Oh, you smoke cigarettes? I mean, me too. It's the same thing. You got to get around people who have things that you couldn't even fathom having. Like, why can't you have a Sea-Doo in your? Why can't you have a boat that goes into your boat? Why can't you park your boat inside another boat? Why can't you park your boat inside another boat that has a Sea-Doo on top of that boat that you can take? Why can't you have a helicopter pad on top of a skyscraper that you own? Why does that have to feel so impossible? The only reason why it does is because we're not around enough people that have those things. So it seems impossible. All you got to tell me or show me is that something is possible. And I'm like, yo, I'm going after that. But I got to be around people that remind me that it's possible. Like, yeah, like real life. I need this like real life GTA. Like, it's not like just a video game. Like, it's real. Like, yeah, helipad. Yeah, it's real. People really buy these things. People literally have 30 cars. They can pick a car for every day of the month. Now, you might be thinking just negatively right now, like, why do you need that many cars? But then if you had the money to buy it, you probably want to drive different cars. You don't, like, why do I need a rental for? I don't have to rent nothing. I got every car I need to drive. I just want to own it. I don't want to rent nothing no more. It's different when you have it. Everybody can always say different when they don't have it. But when you do have it, it's totally different. When you make your first 6 figures a year, a lot of y'all might make 6 figures at your jobs right now. And you might think like, man, 6 figures ain't nothing because you already made it. But there are people out there that wish they made 6 figures. They don't know that 6 figures ain't no money. They don't know that. They don't know they make 20, 30, 40,000. They be like, man, if I had 100,000, I'd be better. Then they make 100,000 one day, and they figure out, well, dang, I still ain't got no money, or that still ain't enough. If I hit 100,000, I can hit 200,000. If you hit 100, you can hit 200. That's how it goes when it comes to like making wealth, getting wealthy. Like you hit a goal, you set another one. Okay, you got your Honda Accord. Okay, look, I want a Lexus next. I don't want another Honda Accord. I want a Beamer. I want a Benz. I want a BMW. Then you get that BMW. Well, I've already had a couple BMWs now. I want a Tesla. I want a Maserati. I've already had the Benzes and stuff. I want to, like, you go from that glory to glory, faith to faith in real life. It's something with money. You know, I want you to get a taste of some money. If you need an opportunity, I have opportunities, but that's not my point. My point is you might already have seen some. You know, you might have passed by some because of what a person might look like or sound like. You're probably looking like I'm stupid right now for having these frames on, and you're missing the point of the knowledge that's coming out. You're looking at what the appearance looks like. You know, so if you decide to get out of your own way and start doing things that the wealthy and the rich do, you can get it. You can really get it. And so I talked over my time to even go through all 20 things, but I am going to finish up and give some more things just because I might have to shoot 21 tomorrow. You know what I mean? But thank you all for watching. Hopefully you got something from it. Hopefully you feel somewhat motivated. If not, I tried. And I love you all. And when I say I love you, I really mean I love you. If you don't understand, if you can't receive a man, if you're a man right now having another man say I love you, something's wrong with you. You know what I mean? Like, I truly do love you. I love you in a very compassionate way to where I want you to win. I don't want you to lose. It brings me no glory. It brings me no peace. It brings me no satisfaction whatsoever for you to lose. It doesn't. I'm not that type of dude. Okay? Females, I love you. I don't want to have anything sexually to do with you. It ain't nothing like that. I love you. I want you to win. I want you to be empowered. I want you to know thyself. I want you to know that somebody loves you who's never touched you, who's never talked sexually to you, never met you, never wanted anything from you but just to give you love through this screen right now. I want you to know that I love you and that you are worth it. You can get out here and get whatever you want. Don't let nobody, don't let no nigga, don't let no girl, don't let nobody tell you that you can't achieve things. No matter if you got one leg, you got one eye, it don't matter. You can hit all your goals that you want to hit. Okay? But this is Jay Knows Credit. And Jay knows a whole lot more than credit, by the way. But, I want y'all to have a great day. I want y'all to have a great life, though. Not just a great life. Not just a great day. For real, for real. All right? But y'all be easy. I'm going to get home and eat. I can only eat chicken and vegetables right now. I can't have no fruit, no sugar for like the next 3 weeks. So y'all pray for your boy, man. Y'all pray. I don't care if it's Buddha, Jesus. You pray to the universe. You plan to pray for me because it's gonna be a struggle these next 3 weeks trying to eat. Okay, but thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for subscribing. Tell a friend, and I'll be back, yo. All right, love y'all once again. Salute.